Hello everyone of class 8. I hope all of you are doing fine and taking care of your family. Now, this is the second week of the chapter we started and will be the third video. The book I am referring to is Computer World 8 and the chapter we are discussing right now is Advanced Features of MS Access 2010. Okay. Last time we actually learned about few things from this chapter like performing calculations or sorting the data, filtering the data, how to custom filtering, how to search for a data if you want to from a large table which has many informations inside it. Now, last day I told you we are left with three topics, which is query, report, and form. Now, I have got the news from your teachers that not all of you are going through the videos I'm sending. So, this is my earnest request. Computer is not a subject which you write and mug up and everything. You have to go through the chapters just once because even I am sending you the chapters as PDF, though for those who don't have the book, so that they don't face any kind of issues. But those who has the book, they can refer to the book whenever I'm teaching from the book, when I'm reading something from the book. That's why I'm sending the PDF. And I will request you, whatever I'm teaching, just match it with the book and go through and even practice it if you have the computer at your home. It is a fun thing. Studying Access, knowing about Excel, which you have already known in class 7, is a very important thing and fun as well. Not like other chapters or other subjects, right? So it's my request, do not lag behind. Just go to the chapter, go with the pace I'm going through. Okay. Now let's start with today's first topic, which is queries. Now, a query is the most important feature provided by MS Access 2010, which can give users the information that they might not be able to find by looking at the table directly. Or the best part is, if you have a long table, you can write a query and ask the computer or the access, actually for this case, to give you the answer. You will only see those values. Like I want to see, you will say ki I can use this using filtering the data. Like if I ask you that give me the student's name who has got more than 10 mark in suppose lab activity. Now you can say ki I can use filtering, the option we had in access. So this filtering part, sort part, we can easily have it from there. Why use a SQL? Sorry, why use a query? Now a query will help you to ask the question to the computer or the table. The table will find the answer and give it to you. Using a query, you can search or compile the desired data from one or more table. You don't have to shift between two tables or maybe three or more than that. Computer will connect those tables and then give you the answer you want to know. Okay. By defining specific search conditions, you can do this. Then we can review, add or change or delete the data if we want to from the database by not accessing the table level. We don't have the table right in front of me, but you know what are the datas inside, so you can access. Suppose you don't have the table, you don't have this table, but I ask you to add one more person and his marks and the favorite activity that person has chosen. Then without even having this table, only knowing the table columns, you can actually add the values through the query. Okay. Now let's go to the next page. This page will tell you how to add a query, how to create a query, this page and the next page. Okay, we will do this right now. Now first of all, for that we have to be on the which view? Data sheet view, which we are right now. Then there is an option called create, that is a tab. In the create tab you have queries group. In the query group, you will click on query design. Okay, clicking on the query design, the access will give you options of which of the table you want to choose. Now I choose the AP1 table because see from the last since the last video I have been using this table. That's why I choose the table. I click on add, right? I can choose another table and I click on add as well, but then I will click on close when I'm done. Now after choosing the table and adding the table, I realize that I don't need this table, the second one, the marks table. So what will I do? I will right click on this. I will just remove the table. Right click on this and remove the table. Okay, now I am left with this table. Now after being with this table, this particular screen consists of two parts. Okay, the upper part, which we can see that the table is, the upper part contains the table with all the fields. Whatever field you have, you can just scroll down. So you can resize the table as well. Very fast. Just use the options. Screen. So the options screen purposes, so I'm not able to edit it, but you can in your computer. It's a problem of my computer. It's not a issue. Anyways, the lower half is called design grid, where the user can arrange the fields in the desired order. Like after roll number, you can directly add individual activity instead of writing student name. Got it? Now after that, I will show you how to set the criteria, how to sort the order. So there is an option called sort the order. How to view, how to add fields. There are two options how to add fields. I'll tell you. Now click and drag the required field from the table. First of all, if we want to add roll number, now I can click here and drag it down here and then just leave. You can click on the roll number or the field you want to add, drag it down here and then leave it. It will be added. Okay. Now I can repeat the process or I can do one more thing. I can click here and there will be an option of those field which are there in the table. Now the next field I want to choose is student name. I will click on student name. Then to the next option, I will click on individual activity. And for the next one, I will click on group activity. Okay. Now to change the order, suppose you want group activity at the second point. To change the order, you can just drag it. Okay. You can just drag it here or do something else, or you can choose it from here as well. The options. Okay. It's upon you. Now the third row of the grid. This is first row, which is called field. Second row, which is called table. Third row is sort. Third row of the grid provides option to sort a particular field in ascending or descending order. By default, the data in the query is not sorted. All the data, by default, we don't add it in the sorted order. Okay. Now we can click on the arrow and choose the required option. When I click here, one arrow comes. Then I can choose in the required order. I can go to suppose group activity field and then I can choose ascending order. Okay, I can choose descending as well, but I am choosing ascending order. Right? By default, the show checkbox. This show checkbox is selected for all the fields in the query. To include a field by the query design without showing the relevant field in the query. Suppose I want to use the query here, sorry, I want to use the field here, but I don't want to see the value of the field in the table thereafter. So you can just uncheck this box. Okay, now I want to see everything, so I am not unchecking anything. Now, provide the criteria here. This is the criteria row. Provide the criteria for the query in the criteria row of the query design grid. This helps you to view the exact information that you want from the table. Now suppose I want to view the records of the student who has secured maybe less than 10 marks in the group activity. Okay. Now what will I write? I will just write less than 10 in the criteria. To save the query, I will click on the save button here. Okay. And I will name the query. What did I do? I just went here in the save option and then I have to name the query. Suppose I name it as first query. Okay. I click on OK. Now see, you can see the queries list. This was a table list. This is the query list. First query, which we had already done. This query is here. Now how to run a query properly? To run a query, click on the run button in the result group here. Now you can only see the roll number, the student name, the individual activity and the group activity. Depending on the group activity in the ascending order and the person who has got less than 10 as a mark, right? This is how you run a query. Now query is done, we will go to form. Where is form? Again you go to the create option here. After this query group, you have the form group. Now in the form group, you will click on the form button. This. After clicking on the form button, one window will open in front of you, which is exactly including the table which I ran a query on. I only entered 4 columns: roll number, student name, individual activity and group activity. This is how you actually, you have filled forms, right? This is how you actually fill forms where the topics are written in the left hand side and you fill in the right hand side, and then you click on submit. This is how people make the form. There are other ways as well, of course, but this is how you can make the form using Access. Okay, the form design window has appeared and the form is open in the layout version. Okay, the layout view. This is the layout view. Also, an additional design tab is seen on the ribbon. This is the design tab we are right in. See, this is the design tab. This is not there. It's generally when you use Access. Okay. Now, by default, a form will contain, which you can see, all the fill labels and corresponding text boxes. To add more control, use the button in the control group. See, this is the control group and you can already see many buttons are there. You can choose from the button and you can change and you can add or you can edit or you can format, whatever you say, in this particular form. Using various buttons in the header and footer group. This is the header and footer group and the options are logo, title and date and time. Now, the logo button is used to insert a picture. I can click on it. See, it will give you the option to choose from the pictures which is present in your computer or the machine you are using. Okay, I'm cancelling it because I don't want to add any picture. Now, title. See, when I clicked on the title, this thing came. Now it will name as the query's name. The query's name was first query. You can change the name if you want. I can name it as first form created. Okay. This is the first form created, and then the option is date and time. You can include date, include time, or you can only include date, not include time, whatever you want. I want to include the date only, which is 11th June 2020. See, the date is added in the right hand side. Am I clear with all of this? In the themes group, which is in the left hand side, you can click on theme option and you will see multiple options and you can browse for more themes. You can save the current themes, whatever you want to. I'm not actually doing it because I want you people to do it. If you face any kind of problem, because this is pure creativity, right? Access will do everything. You just have to choose or unchoose, right? Access will do everything for you. Now we are done with everything after like color and form or theme. Now we can go here and save it. Now I can name the form as first query, which is a query name again, but I want to name it differently. So first form created. This is how the form will be saved. We are done with the form. Now the next thing we should know is about report. Now we will go to the create tab again. In the report option, there are many buttons from the bottom right. I'll show you. I'll click here, and in the bottom right option, see, look at this mouse pointer. Okay, here it's report view, this is print preview, this is layout view which we work in, and this is design view. Okay, now we only have the rows which the columns which we created using the queries. Now when you click here, you can see the yellow button appears, or the yellow border appears. We can resize it accordingly if we want. Okay, because in the suppose in the rule number, suppose in the report, I don't want it to be this big. That's why I'm resizing this. See, I can delete something if I want to. I can click on this, then I can just remove it. Okay, I can right click on this and I can remove it using the delete option or the delete row or the delete column. So I'm clicking on the delete column option, it went. Okay, this is how. Now if you want to add anything, you can also change it. You can delete the column only. I deleted the column last time. You can only delete this field, or you can change the position, you can merge something, you can insert something. Okay, you can select the entire row, you can select the entire column, you can do filters, which we did in the custom filtering group. Equal, does not equal, these are the options which we have already done in the last video, which I hope you have seen, right? So this is how the first form has been created. After creating the first form, you can go here, and if you want to see how the form looks like, sorry, how the report looks like, you can click on the print preview, and this is how the report will look like. Okay, if you want to go again, then you can change the things as in the size or landscape or the columns, or you can zoom in, you can add more pages, you can close the print preview. Now here we are back again. I want to delete this, so I right click and I delete. I want to only see this. I go back in the print preview. Now I can see a difference because I saw the 6 here in the last time. That's why I closed the print preview and then I edit it again. So this is the end of the chapter. I guess all of you have understood whatever I have taught you today. I have only taught you 3 things. We'll just sum it up. You have to go to create tab, and queries, forms and reports are one after another, just beside each other. These are the groups which I have used. I have used the query design, I have used forms, I have used report options, and then after going there I have saved it. This one I have not saved. First report, I guess. The first report is also created. Whatever you create, be it a query, be it a form, be it a report, everything you can see here, right? I told you at the very first day that you can see whatever you do in the left hand side summarized properly. Okay, and this is a layout view. I think all of you have understood whatever I have done. The next thing we have in our chapter is exercise, because we have finished the chapter. I want you people to finish the exercise as well.